Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to our live stream coming to you from EMC Partner in Laufen, Switzerland. My name is Nicholas Wright, and it's my pleasure to accompany you through this presentation. This afternoon we're going to show you our new INS series generators. But first, I would like to say a few words about EMC Partner. EMC Partner was founded 25 years ago to design innovative products. We are headquartered in Laufen, Switzerland, and produce test equipment for the EMC market of the highest quality. The core of our business are our immunity test product lines. In addition to the immunity test product lines, we are also a market leader in areas of DIA 160 avionics testing and the MIL Standard 461 military test electronics. The insulation product line we're going to introduce to you today is a new system that replaces existing products that we've been selling for several years already. The INS series generators are available in 4 configurations: 7.5 kilovolts, 15 kilovolts, 22.5 kilovolts, or 30 kilovolts. This new and exciting product has been developed to incorporate the latest generation capacitive touch panel, an all-new user interface, connections that are programmable to enable integration into a test configuration, a gigabit LAN for high-speed communication with the PC, and intelligent trigger functions. The test report, derived from the test process, is automatically stored in the generator. This is available as HTML, CSV, or PDF formats, and can also be exported via the USB ports on the front panel. So here we're introducing the ENS 1250, latest generation insulation tester from EMC Partner. The touch panel is controlled also by the mouse, and we enter through the insulation menu, and then we can move around the different menus using the mouse. To set the test level, we can use the keypad. We can also use the mouse. The rotary knob. We have on the right side the graphic help, so that each function is indicated and an illustration of what the function performs. So for example, we change polarity, we see the negative polarity will occur. Level correction is a feature we have in the INS generator, where we can adjust the test level up to plus minus 10% for different EUTs. In terms of the help, we have also a online help integrated into the generator, which replaces in some part user manuals. We can program a level ramp, take it back positive polarity, a level ramp, so that we can start at a low level, increase the voltage in different steps, in this case 100 volts, up to a final level where it will then stop and continue to pulse at that level. Time. This generator has a very high repetition. We can produce impulses every second for the test. Coupling. Direct coupling means connection directly on the top of the generator. If we select the EXT-INS CON, this is a 2-meter cable which connects from the top of the generator to the test object, and at the end of this cable we guarantee that the impulse is within tolerance. We can also change the generator impedance between 40 and 500 ohm. 40 is the standard that we provide with the generator. Current range for testing purposes, we have a high range which measures currents up to 1000 amps and a low range which measures currents up to 50 amps. Auto setting detects the current and will automatically set the optimum range. Measurements within the generator. We can use the internal circuitry to measure the voltage integral or the current integral. We can set thresholds on those. So if we set the threshold, for example, to 50 in this case, and then an action can be programmed when the threshold is exceeded, either mark or fail. Back to mark. We have 3 check functions that can be programmed during the test process. We can also program the BNC connectors on the generator. There are 6 connectors, and these can be programmed with a multitude of functions. For example, we can have a trigger in function on one of the BNCs, and we can change that to have either falling or a rising edge, and a debounce time which ensures that if there is any interference on the signal, you won't get a false trigger. We can set the BNCs for other functions. For example, the running state of the generator can be pulled active low or high, and this can be used to control external test processes. Finally, in the generator we have the reports which are produced during the test processes. Inside the generator is a library of the test reports. We can store all of the reports that were taken within the library. Select, and we can view. So here is a report where the voltage was increasing using the ramp function, and we see the voltage integral and the current integral as the test progresses. This report can be exported from the generator through the USB port. So the test report copied from the generator can be viewed on the computer. We see the generator serial number, some information that's been entered by the user, then the test setup parameters, voltage, number of pulses, impedance, then the measurement circuit. Here we spoke about the check thresholds that we can set in the generator, and then we come to the actual measurement results. Here, the first pulse 4.5 kilovolts, we have the voltage integral and the current integral. Current integral was 0, there's no breakdown. And then
Using the ramp function, we increased from 4.5 in 100 volt steps, and at 4.7 kilovolts the test object broke down. We see the voltage integral has decreased and the current integral has increased. And we set it so that a warning would be shown that the EUT failed because the current integral was higher than the predetermined threshold. And then when the test progressed, the voltage integral dropped below the predetermined threshold. And this is the test report that we can extract from the INS 1250 generator. To reproduce what we saw in the test report, start the generator. We have an EUT connected and we're going to detect breakdown. We see the first pulse, everything is good, the EUT is not broken down. There we see the 1.250 and immediately we have breakdown of the EUT, and on the display we can see the voltage and current integrals.
Safety is of paramount importance, particularly when operating high voltage test equipment. EMC partner generators are designed to the highest safety standards. In particular, that means that every one of the INS 1250 generators is fitted with an emergency stop switch on the instrument front panel. This safety feature can be extended through the use of a 5-meter extension cable, placing the emergency stop switch in a safe environment away from the test location. A warning lamp connected to the instrument indicates when the high voltage circuits are active. When the high voltage circuits are deactivated, the warning lamp is green and the test object can be manipulated. A test cabinet is provided to protect the user against a possible fragmentation hazard should an EUT explode unexpectedly. The test cabinet is connected to the instrument safety circuit so that when the high voltage is enabled, the test cabinet cannot be opened. Some highlights of the INS 1250 product line. The generators are designed to produce the 1.2 by 50 lightning impulse with a high degree of accuracy, so that from pulse to pulse the impulses are exactly the same. The generators are a modular design, which means that they are upgradable. So for example, the 7.5 kilovolt generator can be upgraded to 15 kilovolts, and the 22.5 kilovolt generator can be upgraded to 30 kilovolts. This offers a cost-effective solution for those customers who wish to increase their test level. Offered with the INS 1250 systems is an accurate measurement solution. We can bring the voltage and current impulses to the BNC connectors on the front panel, where they can be viewed on an oscilloscope and assessed for pass or fail using the peak of the voltage and current. Within the generator, we make a calculation of the voltage and current integral, and those parameters are used to determine breakdown detection. A threshold setting for pass or fail is entered using the integral calculations. The generators all run with software. We offer free software updates for the life of the product. Software can be downloaded by our customers from the EMC Partner website. INS 1250 generators are not just impulse generators. They are capable test solutions. Apart from offering the capability to deliver the impulse from the direct high voltage outputs, we also offer a 2-meter extension for testing on racks or equipment that needs to be remote from the generator. And at the end of the 2-meter extension cable, we guarantee that the impulse, wave shape and amplitudes are still within the tolerance. We have an internal or external impulse measurement system. The internal measurement system I described in the previous slide, where we can bring the voltage and current peak impulses out to the BNC connectors. In addition, we offer a 30 kilovolt high voltage probe, which can be used directly on the generator high voltage outputs or also at the end of the 2-meter connection cable. The generator output impedance can be adjusted between 40 ohms and 4 kilo ohm. 40 ohms is the standard impedance that we deliver with every INS generator. The generators are designed to have a high repetition rate, enabling testing to a high repetition in the production environment. The circuits are designed with high reliability. That means that we can generate up to 6 million impulses, making the instrument ideal for use in a production environment. The high voltage connectors are standard, they're readily available, making it easy to connect to the EUTs. As a recap, the INS series generators fulfill many product standards. Below and on this screen we have a small selection. IEC 60664-1 is a general insulation standard, and the INS 1250 series ideally suit this standard for the category 4 testing up to 15 kilovolts. Other standards for testing semiconductors, such as the IEC 60747-17 standard, require the 1.2 by 50 lightning impulse up to 12.8 kilovolt for testing of semiconductor devices. So that concludes the short product presentation for today. Thank you for your attention. We hope it's been interesting and it has stirred some interest. If you are interested to receive further details about the INS or any EMC partner product, please visit our website www.emcpartner.com/INS, especially for the insulation testers, or if you prefer to obtain your information from one of our local representatives, please go to our website and check who your local representative is. Thank you and goodbye.